Peace everyone, back with a new video. I'll be going over my top 10 cryptocurrencies that are in my personal portfolio in this video. I'll be analysing it on the charts, just taking into account technical analysis. Won't be talking too much about fundamentals, but we'll mention a few points that could have an impact over the next few weeks or so. So we'll just get straight into it with Bitcoin against USD. All of the currencies I'll be looking at will be against the USD. So right now, after the dip that we saw over the last week and a half or so, I mentioned on the Sunday analysis how Bitcoin is in the consolidation phase. It's holding this support line very nicely. What I'm looking for right now is near enough perfect for the confluence. So next target, $64,750. It's holding this support very nicely. Potential new entries with the stop loss around here is looking okay on the risk to reward, just under a 1 to 3 risk to reward to the next target that we've got going. Just to mention as well, all of these charts which I'm showing you, I'll be taking a screenshot and putting it on our Telegram channel, so make sure you guys follow that just for all of the updates. The forecast which I actually done on Sunday has been going very nicely at the moment. Bitcoin was in that forecast. I mentioned how it's in a consolidation phase, and all we're looking for is a retest of this line, which is exactly what happened yesterday. And going forward into the weekend, I'm looking for this sort of pace and level to continue to be held and respected. Bitcoin obviously is the major player in the cryptocurrency space at the moment, market cap wise. Market dominance wise, it's just decreasing. It's decreasing on a daily basis. Reason being, over the last few days we've actually seen money getting funded into like Ethereum. The other smaller altcoins are slowly starting to pick up pace now as well, as we'll be seeing in this video shortly. If we actually go down onto the 1 hour chart, this is quite a nice entry, to be honest. Even if we just got in right now, as you can see here, make this a bit darker. Alright, it doesn't want to do it, but as you can see, 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio on this trade here. It wouldn't be the perfect entry. I'm not going to take it personally myself now, but it's just an example of what this sort of ranges that we're looking for the next leg up. We'll move on to Ethereum next. So with Ethereum, over this last week or so, we've seen a massive gain. Second market cap, as they say as well, Ethereum is like the silver to Bitcoin, which is the gold. And we can see it's picking up its pace, holding steady highs and holding steady lower lows as well. This was actually the previous analysis I done and I sent on the group. This week began around this level here. What I mentioned was we're going to start taking longs. We actually took a position literally at this line right here, and it came in, hit our 3.5k target once again. This target was hit. The level was broken as well. It's not broken again just as of yet. We've actually taken profits for the day. Any new entries will be after the 3.5k target it has been broken, and potential retest, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's no retest with the bullish movements we've been seeing as institutions fund money into cryptocurrency space and Bitcoin dominance goes down. So next target, if we can break this, will be the 39.50 level. So example trade would be a break of the target right here. Stop loss would be just under the 3.5k level, and the long up to around the 4K level right here. That's if things do play out as we see it on the chart. Fundamentals could always change things, so always keeping that in mind when it actually comes to placing real entries. So we'll move on to Dogecoin next. So I'll be honest, with the Dogecoin fundamentals, I'm not the most keen on it, but the day and age we live in, I have many theories on how, if we look at history, for example, any currency that's actually been adopted by the citizens of any land, we've seen it's always just been a majority vote on what they accept as value that can be exchanged for value. So Dogecoin is starting to slowly fall into that sort of category of people coming to adopt it and showing acceptance towards Dogecoin as something that they can put their money into and potentially grow and also use as an exchange of value, which many people are speaking about. They're saying it will be for microtransactions, just for retail, and also of course we have Elon Musk, who is really and truly just teasing everyone in regards to this meme currency, which is now getting a lot of attention. I know there's a TV program he's going on Saturday, which is in 2 days, which will have an effect on this pair. Also, if you actually go onto our Telegram, I predicted something very nice. Let's see if I can bring it up right now. Okay, let me see. So it was a very accurate analysis which I actually done. What happened was, a few weeks ago, Elon Musk mentioned the number 69,420, and whoever's watching, I'm sure you guys know there was quite a lot of hype around the 420 day, and people thought that there was going to be a pump in the market, but of course there wasn't a pump in the market. But what I took from that fundamental was the next target we was basically looking at was the 69 pence target. So I'll just bring this onto the screen and make it a bit bigger. So as you can see here, so what I predicted here was basically this was at around the 0.35 level we was floating at around. This is when Elon Musk brought out his little speech, and he was tweeting quite a bit in regards to the numbers 69,420. So I went ahead and marked on the 69 level. This is actually a level that we set for Dogecoin, just all based on the fundamentals behind it and sort of news coming out behind it. And of course, if we look on the chart, what happened today, this 69 cents level was hit perfectly, and the market hasn't broke that level since and has now entered a short-term downtrend. So technically we're in a downtrend now. Of course, I don't know what to say to that, because of course the cryptocurrency market in general is supposed to be decentralized, and it's not supposed to be influenced by any sort of fundamentals that kind of influenced, for example, the stock market and foreign exchange markets. But of course, it is what it is. We're living in a day and age now where information is spread very quickly, and a lot of information that does become mainstream is what the general public and the majority public will accept and choose to take on and build trust in. So Dogecoin wise, I would say Saturday is my next key day for it. If we reach the 52 level once again, it will be a good level to start looking for potential buys. Back up to the 69 level. I'm not too sure if we'll be able to break it, but that will be the next sort of target we're looking for short term wise. Keeping into account, this is strictly for traders that are potentially trading with leverage. Reason being, we have such tight stop losses. I usually always go for like a 1-to-3 ratio trade. If we can get into this trade, it will be quite low risk and high reward, which is usually our aim for most entries that we take on, especially when we're trading with leverage. So yeah, I'll leave that there for the Dogecoin. And of course, if we can't break this, I will be looking for a potential bearish move. Like if we go ahead and break this, I'll just bring it on here. So if we can break this here, potential, if it can hold this resistance level, we come back down to the 42 level and potentially trade here. But of course, I'm going to wait for the Saturday news to come out, and then I'll put a further update on the Telegram group going forward. So next we'll just go straight into XRP. Very nice project as well that I've been looking into. Of course, it had all of its commotion with the SEC lawsuit, sorry. Basically recovering from all of that. There was a lot of sellers coming in when the Coinbase commotion was happening also. Reason being we actually saw this sort of drop here. Okay. Going into the next week and weeks going forward, as you can see here, I already actually marked it up for the Telegram group, sent out earlier. What I've sent out was basically how XRP has came and broke this key level right here. And has actually started going back on the downtrend. If it can hold this will be the next potential leg up to $2.20. If not, I'm looking for a retracement back down to the previous low, which is around $1.34. Overall, XRP is not the one to buy right now. I wouldn't say that's on my watch list anytime soon for buys, unless it can break this level, which will be a key indicator and confluence going forward. Next we have Stella Lumin. Stella Lumin is one of my top projects that I have in my personal portfolio. Overall, their project is very sound. It's got solid foundation which they can build upon, which is one of the most important things I look for in the projects that I invest in. I'm looking just for them to start building on their foundations, because as we all know, we're actually at the beginning of this sort of crypto revolution. I know that the first bull run has already occurred. This is the second bull run after people have basically started getting to know about it more. The space around it is getting more positive in terms of institutions picking it up, corporations coming into play, corporations accepting it as payment, even retail outlets starting to accept it as payment globally. And Stella Lumin does work with a lot of different organizations globally. I'm not going to go into it too much. Maybe I'll do a full video based on just the fundamentals of the projects that I choose to invest in, just to give a more better idea of the reasons why I actually invest in them long term. And long term meaning minimum 24 months before I actually go ahead and take any profits from my long term holdings. Of course, we trade on a daily basis as well, which is completely different from holding long term. If you want to get to know more about that, of course, go and join our Telegram group. We'll move on to the next currency now. So Tron is my next top 10 on the list. Well, it wouldn't be top 10, it would be like around top 5-ish. So right now we've seen Tron over the last week or so. I actually sent this analysis out around a week or so ago when it was trading at this key level. As we can see here, it came and broke this level right here, started floating here. We can see it came and retested that level once again, and from here it came and tested our next key level. Hasn't broke that just as of yet, but you can see how accurate this is, guys. This is analysis that was done most like around a month and a half ago, and we're still using the exact same analysis going forward. We change entry level analysis near enough on a daily or weekly basis, but the overall trend following it stays exactly the same till I feel was necessary to change based on the market cycles. Obviously market cycles are a huge thing with this sort of game. Knowing when institutions are moving their money in and out the market is a very fundamental thing to know, but I won't be going too much into that as well. Potentially do another video about that in the future. And we'll move on to our next. Alright, actually before I do move on to our next one, let me give you guys a nice target. So what I'm looking for next steps here is this level to be respected. If it does be respected, I'm looking for the next target up to around the 0.17 level. If value can't break this level, it would be very healthy to actually see a retracement. Retracement meaning for the value to drop down and come and test the previous lows, and then if we can sort of see a bullish pattern forming right here, we'd be able to start seeing moves back up. But I wouldn't be able to predict it that far just as of yet. No one can predict that far until fundamentals come into play, and you're basically watching the market when everything is active. So we'll move on to the next top pick, which is Cardano ADA. Great project, great foundations. It's got a long way to go. Definitely, it's working with many institutions and getting a lot of attention from the big corporate sort of area where we need attention from to sort of fund these projects further and give them a bigger market cap. Right now, Cardano is 7th market cap. Tether just overtook it literally a few hours ago. Obviously, we can't really speak of Tether. I actually don't even do too much trading on it or even research. But I will actually, obviously it's in the top 6. Always space for more opportunity if the opportunity shows. So with ADA now, as you can see here, trading very accurately on our key levels as well. Next target for ADA will be this key level right here, not £2.10. Don't take that into account, guys. As we can see, what I actually sent out on the group earlier was this exact thing. So what we saw here is, if we can zoom in on the 1 hour, this high was broken. Very simple analysis here, guys. So we saw this level here couldn't be broken. Right here, market came down to this level, created double bottom and also a sort of inverted head and shoulders. This is on the larger time frame, this is actually overall near enough inverted head and shoulders again. But as you can see here, guys, the market came back to this level, which was a key level right here, and is now showing further rejection to go up again. Very simple analysis. This is the sort of thing that we use for projections and even entry points a lot of times. Obviously we would need at least another 1 or 2 more confluences for a new entry right here, but as you can see, these levels are very accurate. If you took a screenshot of this right now, I can nearly guarantee that these levels going forward will be respected in the near future. So next I'll be moving on to VeChain. Okay, we'll move back onto the 4-hour chart. VeChain, very nice project as well. The fundamentals behind it are very nice, very attractive for the bigger institutions to take notice of it. Technically, we have been seeing it trading in this range right here after we saw I would even call it, a lot of people be calling it the market crash, but I'm just going to call it a very healthy retracement. Right now we're trading between this range right here. I'll draw up a few trend lines for you guys. As you can see, we're trading right here. What else I would draw here is this. So what I'm looking for basically here now is the value has broken out of this triangle, showing indication for further bullish moves. I'll just bring in a little arrow here. Any pullbacks now towards this key level right here will be great indication for new longs. Entry from here would even be quite good on the risk to reward if we're going for this target right here. Keeping in mind, guys, this analysis I'm going to send it out straight away onto the Telegram group as well. I'll be sending screenshots with an overview of exactly what's going on and what I'm looking for going forward into the next few weeks. I believe we're around midway in this bullish run that we've got right now, so this is the time to potentially start stacking positions and let the markets do its thing after the institutions start funding the money in, because a lot of these markets will at least ×3 in my opinion over the next 12 months or so. So moving on from VeChain, we got Litecoin next. Litecoin, one of my favorite currencies as well in terms of the fundamentals, what they stand for, what they're trying to go for. They're one of the oldest projects in the crypto space, so they've got trust behind them. And right now we're seeing another top actually be broken right here. Next thing I'm looking for, I actually entered a position on this as well. I've sent it out to the group. All of our guys are catching these moves on a daily basis, so make sure to get involved as well. We use brokers that give us leverage of up to 1 to 500, meaning you don't have to lock up all your funds when you're trading. It's completely different from long-term trading if you don't already know about it. Trading with leverage, it basically allows you to use your funds with leverage, meaning you can have £1,000 in your account and near enough trade of half a Bitcoin with it, just based on the leverage that they're giving you. Obviously it's much higher risk, but it's the reason we take such low risk, high reward entries, and also we use the correct risk management to make sure that even if worst comes to worst situation, we're still in a profit at the end of the week, just based on the risk management. I won't go into the risk management too much now, but it's something that I potentially will be making a video on in the near future if anyone's interested in that. So with Litecoin, this place is a great entry. As you can see, I've got a resistance level here which it came and touched very accurately. You can see, guys, so accurate, and it hasn't broke it just as of yet. We're sort of probably going to trade within this range till we can get further indication of what will happen. Keeping in mind, guys, if the market goes down, we take these moves as well. So for example, if the market goes down now here, we will be shorting the market, meaning we will be selling a contract for the value to decrease in value for us to make profit based on that decrease of value. As you can see here, guys, this candle's looking quite nice in itself. It's a 4-hour candle, looking quite engulfing. So this could potentially be a brand new buy from here. I would personally wait for this level to be broken, see how it reacts to this level after it gets broken, and then take my next target to the $470 level. Next, we'll move on to Polkadot, another project on my top 10 list. Great foundations. The way it's moving, very nice and volatile. The way the money's moving in and out, it seems like it's creating nice market cycles, giving an indication that we could see the same sort of market cycles occur over and over again, how we usually see history repeat itself. So what I'm looking for over this week and the weeks going ahead, as you can see here, this key level has been broken. we're seeing higher lows. So we've seen a higher low from here, and then we've seen another one from here. So reason being, I've highlighted these because I want to show you how accurate these key levels are. These levels have been actually put on my projections for the last 1.5 to 2 months or so, as I mentioned earlier. Still using them. Shows how accurate it is. Of course, entry based analysis is done on a daily basis to get obviously the lowest risk, highest reward entries. So going forward, won't make this video too long. How long is it on right now? Let me just check. Okay, it's around 25 minutes. Not too bad for an in-depth analysis. It would definitely take 25 minutes per crypto which I would be looking at. So shows you how quick I've actually done this, and shows you how brief it is, but how accurate it can be, even though it's basic things I'm showing you guys, things that could enhance your trading as soon as you sort of implement it into your strategy. So overall, going forward, I'm looking for the next bullish leg. If it can hold and break this level, which it seems like it's doing already, we can see that we have a key level right here as well. The confluence is just crazy, guys. As you can see, it broke here, coming down a little retest. Every move that is made in the market, guys, there's a reason to it. There's a reason to the moves that be made in the market. As you can see here, like all of, if you analyze it, it's hitting places, invisible lines, which they don't want to tell you about, but this is what the market is doing, guys. As you can see here, it's so accurate. But moving forward, I'm looking for the next bullish leg up. That's if the fundamentals stay positive. I'm sure it should be staying positive. As I said earlier, we're probably in like the mid bullish, mid run of this full bullish run. So yeah, hopefully it's going to stay bullish. If not, we've got our stop losses ready, so we'll cut our losses short, and we'll make sure that our wins run on for as long as possible. That's the 10th one, guys. What I'll potentially do, I'll throw in another one. Which one shall I throw in for you guys? Chainlink. Chainlink is a foundation or solid foundational project. Another one that I'm looking into. As you can see, it's broken our key level right here. I'll put a screenshot out of this one as well. If it can hold this level, I'm looking for the next target of 57.55. If I just show you even how accurate this has been. This analysis was done from a month ago, guys. If you can see here, the trading range is always between the lines which I have set here. So as you can see, it broke here, couldn't break this level, come back down to this level right here, held this level, held it, consolidation, come back to this key level, come and retested this original level that we saw, and now has broken and come back to this initial level for the third time. Third time, usually the time that it's going to break it. Don't want to be too optimistic, guys, as we update our analysis on a daily basis. But that's what I'll leave you with. Pop it back onto Bitcoin just to finish the video off. This is the sort of thing that we're dealing with on a daily basis, guys. Very simple things that you can implement into your trading strategy and enhance it straight away. Very accurate for low risk, high reward entries. On the next videos, I'll potentially be doing a bit more into the fundamentals, as I couldn't go into it too deeply on this video, and I'll potentially be doing in-depth analysis, technical analysis, and also fundamental analysis based on like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the top 5. But I'll create those as separate videos just to give you guys in-depth understanding of the way that I'm looking at the projection and the forecast, technically and also fundamentally. So I'll leave it at that, guys. I hope this helped, and make sure you keep up to date with the updates of these analysis that I've actually carried out on this one, because I'll be doing this probably on like a weekly to fortnight basis. So keep an eye out. Make sure you subscribe. Just pop it on our outro, and join our social media for free content near enough on a daily basis. Hope you be profitable this week. Take care of yourself. Peace.